Hey everyone, this is James Wilson with MTB Strength Training Systems and BikeJames.com, and today I wanted to share my EDC loadout, my everyday carry. What do I take on a bike ride with me in my bag on my bike to make sure that I've got the tools that I need to be prepared to handle what might come my way. So first things first, you need some sort of bag to carry your stuff in. I like the hip packs, and a backpack style is good as well. The main thing you want to do is make sure that this thing can carry enough water for your rides. That sounds obvious, but you would be surprised how many riders get themselves into trouble every year by not carrying enough water. So make sure that you have something that can allow you to carry more than enough water for your typical rides. So moving beyond that, we're going to take a look at three different sections of stuff. We got mechanical, we got the wilderness survival stuff, and then we've got medical stuff. Okay, so starting with the mechanical stuff. This is the stuff that most riders are going to be familiar with. Things to fix a flat, minor repairs on the trail. I've got this little bag here from Blackburn. I really like this thing because it allows me to strap this either under my seat or around the frame of my bike and carry a bunch of stuff, and so it frees up some room in my bag. So in this, I can have a tube, I can have a little toolkit that will allow me to handle most typical trailside repairs, and then also a plug kit for my tubeless tires. I forgot to grab my mini pump, but make sure that you got a mini pump or CO2 cartridges or whatever you like to use, but something to actually get air into the tire. Make sure you got that. I also carry a multi-tool. So I've got this Gerber multi-tool, I like theirs, but again, just something to allow you to deal with mechanical things that can come up on the trail. So moving beyond that into some of the wilderness survival stuff. Say you get into a situation where you've got to spend a period of time on the trail, perhaps overnight on the trail. Okay, so one of the things I like to carry is a fixed blade knife. Again, some people may say, hey, I've never needed a knife on a bike ride, but I would say you have probably needed to cut something before and either use your teeth or keys or something because you didn't have a knife. So if you feel like you may need to cut something, bring the tool to cut something, which would be a knife. Beyond that, I've got a flashlight. Again, if you find yourself on the trail after dark, being able to see in the dark is a wonderful thing. I've got two ways to start a fire here. I've got a lighter, and then I've got a ferro rod. On the lighter, I've got some rubber strips of rubber road bike tube. These make great tinder. These catch on fire, burn very hot, and can help you start a fire very easily. I've also got another piece of dedicated tinder as well. And then I've got a safety whistle. Again, something a lot of riders don't think about is that if you find yourself in a situation where you're having a call for help, you can only yell for so long, especially if you've injured your ribs, your chest or something. So having a whistle, anytime if you can breathe out and blow on this whistle, you're going to be able to signal relatively loudly for help. So a safety whistle is an important thing to add to your bag. This whistle also has a flashlight and also has a signal mirror, something that you can use to signal. Again, in talking with search and rescue people, it's surprising how many times people don't have a way to signal for help when the help is in the area. Okay, they can get in your area, but then they need something to actually find where you are. So having something that can help you do that, like a whistle, a signal mirror, something like that can really help. And then I've also got some cordage. So again, once you know how to tie some basic knots, then this can become really valuable as well. And one of the things you might notice is some of these things I've got doubled up, right? I've got two ways to start fire. I've got a couple different flashlights. You'll hear this in a couple circles where the idea of two is one and one is none. Okay, if you only have one of something and you lose it, then you have none. And so if you have something and it's important, then you might want to have a backup for it. So that's why I try to find things that can help back up other things as well. So moving beyond this into the medical stuff. Now the main thing that you're going to need to worry about on the trail is going to be controlling bleeding. Again, if you're carrying stuff to fix a flat, then you recognize that there are things out there that can punch a hole in your rubber tire, and the rubber on your tire is a lot tougher than your skin, so it can definitely punch a hole in you as well. So the most basic thing that you want to make sure you carry is a tourniquet. This will help control arterial bleeding, can help stabilize someone until the real help can arrive. And so the tourniquet, this is a rat's tourniquet. There's several different types of tourniquets that you can get. I like this one because it's pretty compact, doesn't take up a lot of space. Beyond that, you can have some other things to help control bleeding that may not require a tourniquet. So something like quick clot and a compression bandage can really help out a lot there as well. I have these micro mend things. These are like, little stitches to help control or close up gashes and cuts. I've got a triangular bandage, and I've also got a space blanket. And this is another one of those things that can serve multiple purposes. Besides being able to keep you warm, it can also help signal for help and collect water. Again, a lot of different things that it can do. And then I also carry the like a second skin, or this is super skin. It's for blisters. So if you get a blister, having something that you can put on that to help make that more comfortable is good as well. So that is pretty much it. With all of this, I'm able to handle a lot of things that could get thrown my way on the trail, from a mechanical problem to some sort of like survival situation where I had to spend an extended period of time on the trail or signal for help, to medical stuff. If I had to help myself or someone else who suffered a traumatic injury and we needed to stabilize them until the real help could arrive, we have the tools to do that. So remember, if you're going to be ready, saying you're ready is good, but you got to make sure that you got the training, you got the tools, and you got the willingness to actually act and do it, fully be ready. So hopefully this is giving you some ideas for your own bag, some ways that you can be more ready and prepared for yourself in your own life and on the trail. And so yeah, hopefully you guys have enjoyed this. You can check me out at bikejames.com, and I'll talk to everybody next time.